Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BreakDown podcast. We've taken a break for, actually, I don't know how long it's been since we recorded it, but the cast has changed. I'm now hosting with Ghost, Sin, and Bear, and our guest this week is Waffle, because female viewership equal boobs and thumbnail. I'm kidding, but seriously, let's get this show on the fucking road. So, this week, something very sad happened, and we wanted to use this as a chance to milk Sin for views. I mean, be sympathetic towards the British. So, Sin, Prince Philip passed away. How does that make you feel? Don't laugh about that. That's fucked.
Make you feel.
It makes me feel alright. Didn't know the guy personally, if I'm honest.
He was the husband of the leader of your monarchy.
Can I?
How many days?
Yeah, he right.
Can I say?
You know.
How many days of school did you get off?
That's
I haven't had any brokers Easter.
This is a
I watched the
mistake.
Maid Prince Philip Thirst Trap yesterday.
It was also
can I-
noted to write down that I was supposed to ask how the government in Britain affects you. Do you actually give a fuck about the monarchy? Does it affect you?
Fuck no, bro.
The monarchy isn't even the government. They have a pope.
All I gotta say is, fuck Boris Johnson.
I mean, we're not gonna get political, but yeah, I've heard bad things. Okay, so we can move on to the next one now because that one got weird. Okay,
Wait,
so
can I say my favorite news article from Prince Philip?
Prince Philip.
Okay, so the favorite news article is Irish leader apologizes for killing Prince Philip's uncle. That's my favorite news article title.
My bad, dog. I thought he was a deer.
That's just my favorite news article, I have to say.
Okay, so because our list is extremely, we're gonna try to get 10 minutes in before we get too fucking in depth. Let's take a random topic from Bear. Bear, what's been going on in your in the internet landscape that you want to discuss right now?
Has anyone heard about the Last of Us stuff that's been going on?
No, please explain.
Inform us.
I'm pretty sure they were doing a remake once they're making the movie, and people are complaining because they haven't made Last of Us 2's multiplayer, which they said, and it's been over a year now. They haven't made the multiplayer, but now they're going to make a remake of the first one along with the movie, so people are getting mad about that.
Last of Us is PlayStation exclusive, right?
I think so? Is it?
If it is, then there's a good explanation. I have heard about this one. PlayStation's just been all over the place recently, specifically. I think they've been randomly randomly they've actually tried to shut down PS3 servers or something like that, and certain games just don't work anymore. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But, Sony in general just doesn't have it together.
If they shut down the PlayStation 3 servers, I mean, isn't that a bad thing, though?
Well, yeah, but to be fair, every console has their length eventually.
It just makes them. It just kind of makes them look like money whores.
They are money whores. They're a corporation. That's how money whoring works.
Really old servers, I believe Halo 2 and maybe the original Gears of War servers were shut down.
Halo 2 wasn't.
But that's because those are also on PC, right?
No, those were mainly on Xbox for the longest time until a few years back.
I mean, I'm not gonna be that one guy they need to bring back the Halo Combat Evolved servers because, nostalgia. It's they're just kind of, every server dies eventually. I mean, eventually.
They have the servers up for, Master Chief, right? For old games, they put them into an edition.
I mean, eventually, let's be honest here, they're going to, in the future, one day when we're all grown-ass people, they'll eventually shut down the servers for PS4 because of something that came out preceding it or something like that. PS5 will reign supreme eventually, but it's all a matter of time.
They have the money to keep the servers up, so, I mean,
that's true, but, greed is, greed's a hell of a thing for corporations.
But they're still making money off the PlayStation 3 games, so, I mean,
that is true. I mean, there's still a lot of exclusives on the PS Store, on PS3, that you can only get on the PS Store. For example, Skullgirls Second Encore, I don't think you can get a physical copy of that. I think that's only on the PS Store. And that's a great game. Now people can't get it.
Did you get on PS4?
But,
I think so. I don't know.
So the problem with PlayStation 3s and PlayStation 4s, which is PSN right now, is that modding in the community.
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a
thing. Because Xbox actually has never had a problem with modding, whereas PlayStation, they've had the same problems with them every single time. It's kind of stupid how
PlayStation's all like fucking Apple, where or not like Apple, Android, where Android has a bunch of people that can cheat at any fucking time, and then Microsoft likes to keep their shit like Apple, where it's really hard to modify shit on there, but you can. It's just really hard.
Well, I mean, but Windows you can modify.
Well, I mean, Windows is the epitome of open source. I don't even know if you can do half the shit on there.
Windows has an operating.
Didn't you?
Windows has operating systems
first
closed
got
source.
but you thought it was a bad idea, didn't you?
What? Ghost?
Don't grab it. It's still plugged up.
Just talking to someone in the background.
I'm just gonna locally mute him until we continue. Anyways, somebody ping me when he's done with this family thing.
Windows is actually a closed source thing, not an open source.
Well, I mean, open as in like there's so much more you can do in it. I mean, it's not Linux level, but it's still there. But another thing, back to the PlayStation thing, I also heard that they're putting off the sequel to Days Gone indefinitely because of some other thing. I'm not sure what that's about. Never played Days Gone, but from what I know, it's a hell of a good game, and their audience is expecting a sequel.
Yeah, I mean, like you said there, every game will finally go out one day.
But the problem is that these aren't things that are like, you know, these aren't really things that should be going out. I mean, the Xbox 360 servers are still up, aren't they?
Yeah, but it also all depends on what contract they have with the game developers.
That's true.
Also, for Days Gone, they mentioned that
if the game...
Hold on, let Bear say what he's saying about Days Gone. Keep going.
They mentioned that with Sony, it's because, for the last thing, Sony's just been messing around, like, not doing very well recently with how their studios aren't really cooperating together.
Yeah, like, you gotta remember, Sony has almost doubled and tripled the, like, sales and stuff of PS consoles and games compared to Xbox. If they don't get their shit together, this could be their downfall, because Xbox is more of a nostalgia thing.
Too much pressure on the studios when it comes to certain game studios. That's why it's, like, having them being, like, mad because certain...
I mean, it has to be super easy not to fuck it up, though. I mean, they got fucking Spider-Man. You know how it is to own Spider-Man?
If you have a game studio that wants to do something, but then you have your parent company saying, no, we're doing this, it makes people like leave the studio or get mad or just not have that good of a product. So
yeah, it's all. I think a good example of that was like with HoloLive, if you know what I'm talking about there. Actually, Sin, do you ever watch a VTuber before?
No, I have not.
Well, I didn't think I would either. I always thought of it just like a weird niche, but honestly, they're not that bad. Like, the ones at HoloLive English, they're pretty funny. You know, the Shark Girl, Gura. You got all of their friends, too. And then I found out something. So there's the American versions of them, which are like Project Melody. If you've ever been on Pornhub, you've probably seen something of her somewhere. But the thing is that apparently none of the people from HoloLive are allowed to collab with anybody that works with Project Melody because they're too lewd. But I look back at all these clips of fucking HoloLive, and their higher-ups are the ones saying it because their workers really want to, but they can't. And then there's the other stuff where apparently HoloLive YouTubers like aren't allowed to acknowledge previous like channels or anything like that, which led to that weird like Senzawa controversy. I don't know what that's about, but I'm not gonna propagate it and say that Gura is Senzawa.
People have made connections to multiple different channels, and the thing is, they can never truly say, oh yeah, that's us, or that was me.
See, that's the thing. If we all know it's true, and it's very dead obvious, or at least it looks almost true, they should be allowed to address it regardless. Even if it's under contract.
You have a contract.
True. But, like, they should just hit their higher-ups and ask if they're allowed to do that. I mean, contracts can be edited. As long as you have permission from a higher-up, it should be fine. Right?
Yeah.
Of course, I would agree.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, you know, there probably is multiple times where we could be dead wrong. I mean, for people that don't know, Gura is the shark hoodie girl that streams for HoloLive, and Senzawa is the person that made the OK Boomer song, which is probably somewhere on Waffle's playlist, but we're not going to talk about that.
Shut the fuck up.
You know it's true. You know I'm right.
It is.
I know. But, yeah, so that's something. Anyways, I think it's Sin's turn. Sin, give us a topic we can talk about.
Don't really know, if I'm honest.
You want me to come back to you? We can give Waffle a try.
Yeah.
Waffle, give us a shot. Give us a topic we can talk about. Anything in the internet landscape you want to speak about this week? And?
I've been zoned out looking for my fucking makeup palette because I'm trying to
focus on podcasts. People are here to look for you.
Sorry, but I can't. I just.
Is Ghost done with this thingy? Can I locally unmute him?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, good. Anyways, let's just Waffle. Come on, anything Waffle. YouTuber you like, getting into controversy.
Isn't James Charles in another scandal with another minor?
You had to pick
I had
that
to.
one.
That's
Jesus.
the first thing that comes to mind!
Okay, fine, let's do this one then. James Charles apparently fucks kids.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Okay? I'm not gonna say yes or no because, you know, as a person that's been in scenarios like that where people can lie about their age, you know, it's very safe and sorry, but at the same time...
Not on the internet, it's usually in person.
True. Wait, in person with James Charles?
I assume. I don't know. I don't know too much about it.
Well, according to a Nuxtaku video where Nuxtaku was doing cameos, Chris Hansen is a cameo on Cameo, which I think is fucking hilarious. I'm not always agree with Chris Hansen's things, but like, oh, we're past the 10 minute mark. Anyways, yeah, back to pedophilia. Basically,
demonetization.
Chris Hansen turned down Nuxtaku's cameo. He said, no, I really shouldn't. I'm actually doing a full-on investigation on James Charles at the moment, which I thought was funny. Because, you know, it's either going to be Chris Hansen just trying to make content out of it, or he's going to steal another story and sell it to NBC, which that's the thing that I have against him. But the Onision story, yeah, Onision could be guilty, could be not, but not only did he fuck up the evidence and drop it, are we really going to let him do that again with James Charles? Because if James Charles is a predator, I feel like that's a person that should probably be, like, you know, stopped. Because James Charles has way much influence as it is, if he is a predator.
But that's the thing, though. But you got to think about his kind of role on the platform. It's being quite a big effect.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
like, not only is he big in the
makes.
if it was just the makeup landscape, it'd be understandable because James Charles is gay, and most makeup stuff is like, and this isn't sexist. Most of it is female. That's not sexist. That's analytically true. Look it up. There is a small, male audience, but they're not always going to be there for James Charles content. Sometimes they're just there to make fun of him anyway. But in other landscapes, he's also broadened into the gaming landscape, appearing in videos by like Quackity and them, and that's where the main issue lies, is because that's primarily male, and that's what he's after.
Y'all, I'm hot.
Thank you for your input. Come on, Waffle, you brought this topic up. Give us your input on James Charles.
So, it would be like, you know, the first time it happened, I think it was decoded and a lot of shit, but it's happened multiple times.
Was
like,
the first time true or not?
With this. Huh?
Was the first time 100% true or not?
Yeah, wasn't that...
Let me figure it out.
Alright, we'll get back to you
about that waiter?
The waiter?
Yeah. Did you not hear about that?
I know what the waiter thing is.
I mean the one where is that what the one where they said that people were trying to turn him gay? Or like he was trying to turn people gay?
One.
I think that one was legal from what I remember.
The law did get involved, yes, what I heard.
Well, it was like, you know, I'm not gonna like go like full Predator Hunter and say that James did it, but if he did, bad James, bad nightmare, because there's a lot of other stuff on this list that covers a lot of this situation that we keep seeing, and yeah.
Besties. I just looked up James Charles Child, right? And I'm still typing or whatever. But the first thing I saw was James Charles X Child Reader. I don't know what's wrong with my search history.
Dude, dude. If you've ever seen Noah Get the Boat posts, I don't know if Bear's seen it, but I've seen it. But there's these posts randomly where people will post images where it's like, they wish that certain YouTubers were secretly pedophiles so they had a chance with them. It's like, what? Like, I've seen it with Markiplier. I saw one about Carson after his scenario happened. By the way, still don't know fully what's going on with that. Because from what I know, he doesn't really seem to be like a pedophile. It seems like he could have been redeemed if he would just gave proper context to his scenario. But yeah, internet's a fucked up place. Also, hold on, there's a poster. What the frickin' phone? Poster cam, no.
Due to technical difficulties, I am not allowed to use my podcast mic.
Bruh, why?
Because my parents also have a podcast today. And they want me to use my mic.
Wait, your parents are hijacking my podcast? Hold on, let me get the lawyers on the phone. Oh wait, I forgot. Bear's the lawyer. Bear, can we sue them?
I hate this. I don't want to make an account. Just please let me read the fucking article.
Bear, can we sue them?
I just came back. Where are we going?
Okay, so Ghost's parents are hijacking my podcast because they stole his microphone for a podcast that they're filming, which is probably going to be Boomer Central because they're fucking old as shit. Not gonna lie, I would kind of like to hear Ghost's dad's take on things. I'm not gonna give any identity stuff, but Ghost's dad is kind of a very
podcast with another guy on like law.
Oh.
Hey,
well, that you should have told me that. That's boring as shit.
Guys.
What happened?
I forgot to watch the new episode of My Hero yesterday.
And now we get to segue into that. What do you guys think of the new My Hero season?
Oh,
haven't watched it yet.
So far. They're going to the class A and B. Doing class 1A and class 1B arc
I
right
don't know
now,
why
and they're about
people
to start
consistently like shit on My Hero super hard. If you ignore all the weird shit that some of the community does in the fandom, it's actually not that bad. Same thing with the One Piece fandom. Fandom sometimes is garbage. The fans of it, not so much. Thing's been online since I was like born. So and there's 900 episodes. I think.
Fans, I'm weird as
if I'm
fuck.
being honest with you, I ain't gonna watch it. Full stop.
The show's pretty good.
It's all you, Sid. I know you're not too big on anime.
I try to stay away.
Sin's too busy trying to watch Doctor Who.
People try to stop me from watching it because they said it was shit. They said it was like a shit. They said it was like a shit show. But I watched and I actually enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. Still not as good as JoJo though. No, don't at me.
Oh.
What?
Well, I like JoJo as well.
Yeah, but it's just JoJo's objectively better.
JoJo? I can't get into JoJo.
I'm gonna take a wild guess.
the
The first part is probably really slow for you, isn't it?
Yeah, I just...
Listen, I know it's understandable. It's more like you're watching to get context for stuff later on, and that's
what
really
I've been told.
If I were you, I would just say, they say don't skip parts. They don't say you can't speed through it. Just watch it at double speed, and then you save yourself
I'm officially Hot Girl Summer.
Striker, I have a conspiracy theory. I'm Ginger. I couldn't get into JoJo. Bear's Ginger. He couldn't get into JoJo. Start to see a pattern.
I mean,
I
Linda's
was Ginger when growing
No,
up.
wait, pause for a second. Linda's an Auburn, and she got into JoJo.
She's Auburn.
Sin's icon is red, and he'd like JoJo.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
not
no,
Ginger.
If we dye Waffle's hair red, will she get into JoJo? I mean, she's touched
Don't at
every
me.
color. She'll have to touch red
How
eventually,
about this?
otherwise
If
she'll
you-
just be
if
cheating.
I'll do this, yeah. If you dye Waffle's hair red, I will watch it.
I mean,
Oh, I'm
Waffle
dyeing my
dyes her
red
hair a
next,
lot,
but I
so
just-
she'll
Diet hot
probably
pink
get
for
to it
even
eventually.
more. Diet hot pink again. No.
Waffle,
That's
go
not
red. Waffle, you want to set a light goal for your hair color?
Wait, does that damage
Yeah.
your hair?
Okay,
If you
if this
believe-
video gets 15 dislikes, we'll make Waffle dye her hair as bright red as possible.
Dislikes?
Like this bit, yeah, we use dislikes on the channel. There, we're quirky like that. I'm not like other girls. I'm not like other girls, Bear. I've been convicted of treason 73 times.
Bit of
Same.
arson.
But
See?
which country?
Botswana Empire.
Striker,
Botswana.
how much arson have you been like? How much arson have you committed?
Only 2, but that's against the Botswanan president. He called me gay on the internet, so I
This seems
trashed
like
his
you're
car.
incriminating yourself over here.
I don't know,
Seems like
but
you're
I've committed a lot of felonies. Like, actually. Y'all have seen my room.
Waffle, for legal reasons, that's a joke. Okay, continuing on. I have another topic, and this one I think Waffle and me got into.
What's
So,
drugs?
you guys ever see Mr. Beast? And if you say no, I would be
Yeah.
actually, yeah, so, Mr.
No.
Beast.
Oh, that.
So basically, Chris from
Fucking
Mr. Beast said some insensitive tweets back in 2016, you know, when it was the time period of being insensitive, which I wish we would go back to, honestly.
No.
Basically, he just fucking said some really racist, not really racist, he said a bunch of, like, offensive jokes, and people are counting it as actual racism. The only thing that I think was a little bit genuine was his view on the Muslim religion, because of the humongous sexism and, like, you know, a lot of, like, you know, homophobia in that religion. I guess he disowned that religion, which
I mean,
would
same
make
with
sense.
Christianity.
Yeah, but Christianity doesn't throw people off of roofs and stone them because they like men.
Idea.
No.
They just shame them.
That's kind of how
listen.
homophobia works.
No, listen. New Testament, okay? It's called God's DLC. Here's the way it works. 90% of Christians will point and say shame, but they won't actively try to fucking murder the gays unless they, and the ones that do try to murder, like, homosexual folk or transgenders, anybody like that, those people are a select crowd. We do not throw them all at the end. It makes all of the Christians look bad. As an agnostic
I don't want
Christian...
I hate Christianity with a passion. I'm gonna say that.
I'm agnostic as fuck because I believe that, you know, God's word is God's word, but I think that he has a DLC he can't release because we live in an age where if someone came out and said that they were going to release the New Testament on God's will, would you believe them? Absolutely fucking not. But I will say this,
I am God.
the weirdest things I think Chris did was, he used retard, which I don't think that's, there's certain instances where, according to Ghost, where Eminem's song had the word retard and he couldn't release it or something like that. But
Yep.
from what I've seen as an
anyone have
overall,
screenshots?
that is literally the only instance I've seen where people have had their
There's a video
videos
about it.
taken down for saying retard. There's a video by Blowblacks, yeah, I'll go watch that, or Blowbacks, is it? Whose back is he blowing out? Fuck it. But basically, Chris said things like,
I just spelled Twitter wrong.
I also think that this is back in 2016. Transsexuality was still a very new thing to people. I don't think he understood how it worked, kind of like how I did. If I want to be honest with you guys, I used to be extremely transphobic in the past, and that's not me anymore. If anybody out there has felt like I've been really transphobic in the past, that is... I'm actually making a genuine apology for the people that care.
Michael.
Hold on, let me just Nice. Nice. Anyways, continuing on. Anybody out there watching that, I don't think I have any transsexual viewers, but if I've ever offended you in the past, that's my bad. I didn't really understand how it worked, but, you know, people change. People get it. I'm secretly fucking Waffle's boyfriend. Anyways,
Stop! Leave Priv alone!
Listen, I have an idea. For anybody who,
no,
like,
you don't get any ideas.
Twitter,
You can't get your pronouns right. Bad Ghost.
Whoever doesn't like
Sorry. Still, how about this? Fuck Twitter. Like, no, just don't use Twitter anymore.
Also, that's what I'm segueing into. The person, Chris apologized, but you know how we are here. We're not very apologetic people. I don't believe internet apologies fix anything. Saying sorry for the brand versus saying sorry because you mean it, totally different. I will not apologize unless I'm actually sorry for something. I'm not gonna sit here and try to cover my ass for something I did wrong. I will acknowledge that I did it. I'm sorry that I'm just so fucking gangster and you can't handle it, Sin. I know it's a fucking curse.
He's being mean to me.
Good. Abuse. Fuck you. But yeah, basically, any other opinions on Mr. Chris Beast person? I think Waffle might have.
Waffle, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, Waffle, I did show you the video. You at least know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Mr. Beast a rich boy.
I know people can change, but the fact that he knew, I think the one Mr. Beast clip of Mr. Beast streaming, and then him saying the N-word, and then Mr. Beast being like, yo, I'm streaming right now. And then him changing it.
The bright side of that is,
Like,
at least Jimmy wasn't the one that said it. Jimmy's thing is, everybody tries to cancel him because he said faggot a few times. I don't really know many people that get offended by that, because usually, let me explain this in a stupid way. If you grew up on games like B, Bear, Ghost, and Sin did, you know that there's two differentiations of the word faggot. It's not an official thing. It's like only gamers get this.
Oh, imagine taking me out of
Yeah. When you're in a game and you're feeling toxic as shit, when you call someone a faggot, you're not referring to a slur used on homosexual people. You're making fun of that person and calling them a pussy. You're also basically saying
because they're just bad at the game.
No, let me go down the list. Let me go to wait until I'm finished, you keevings. Okay, so the word faggot in gaming context, it refers to the following: fuck you, I hate you, I fucked your mom, your dad's gay, your grandmother is a transsexual, and I'm going to dick down your goldfish. Those six things are exactly what that word means.
I can confirm.
See, he gets it.
But I used to have a goldfish.
But for people like Waffle who are ironically homosexual, I'm kidding, but basically for people like Waffle who are part of LGBTQ plus culture and use the word, there's certain instances where it's used as a descriptive term. Kind of like how weeaboo used to be really offensive towards people that watch anime, but they kind of just took it because Filthy Frank just kind of put it out there, like, thanks, brother. But yeah, for example, there's the song, I think it's by Mind Indulgent, something like that.
Mindless Self-Indulgences.
Yeah, and it's a song like Faggot, where it's like, I think it's like, beat me down, fuck me later, faggot, 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 something like that.
See, it's like, the lyrics are about how they're not allowed to get, a lot of shit because they are a faggot.
Man, motherfucker stole my sexuality, can't have shit in Detroit.
But, with the saying, faggot in games, and, but a lot of people refer the word to, even derogatory, being gay, the word faggot as a sissy, a pussy, you're weak, all that shit, I fucked your mom, you know? But they also use that against gay people.
Actually, Bear actually put yeah, I get that. But it's not mainly made as hate towards gay people. We just took a word that sounded funny and made it our own. That's what gamer culture is. Go ahead, Bear.
So, when people say that, I feel like I can see why people don't like it, but it's mainly people that grew up on that can use it as an excuse to say, it's nothing new. People have been saying it for a while, but I can still see people getting offended by it, which I can respect that, but I can also see why people say it when they get really toxic, because it is a toxic word. It's a word that's meant to be toxic. You know what I mean? That's why people use it.
It can be, but also.
And Echo thinks you directed that towards him, Bear.
It depends how you use the word.
To be fair. No, don't say not you. That's what he gets for not showing up to the podcast on time. But basically, Bear's pronunciation of it was, it's an acronym. F is for fuck you. A is actually an idiot. G has got no bitches. G has got no life. O is on the caca shit.
You ever heard someone say, you on that caca shit?
Have you been to a Spanish ghetto recently?
Listen, man, I live in Florida. Okay?
Dude, you'll be on that loco thing! Go on Gabriel Iglesias and you're watching Disney Channel! Dun 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 dun. Nah, fuck that. And then T is for trash player.
Disney.
But yeah. But anyways, back to the Chris thing, Waffle. What do you think that Chris said was like honestly like unironic and like not a joke in the slightest?
Definitely the Muslim thing.
Which, I'm not gonna bash him for that. As long as he's not hating people for the color of their skin, that's fine. You can hate on someone for their religion all you want. That's all. That religion's a battle royale. They all hate each other anyway. Let them deal with it.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times when he called someone a retard.
I mean, I ain't against that word.
It was because
I had partial retardation, aka, you know, I'm a little bit on that spectrum. It don't matter. I think Sin's on that spectrum too. Let's be real here.
Why, Grandy?
like, unironically, is anybody here on that spectrum and offended by the word retard?
Yeah, no, me.
Really?
No, I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
That
I
does
might
like,
be.
if it, how deep in there are you? Like, how deep in that matrix
No, I
do
might
you
be
go?
I'm alright. I'm alright in there.
Do you get empathy a lot? Do you like understand other people's feelings to an extent? Yeah, you're pretty deep in. You were in some Inception shit. But yeah, basically, you talking to women? On God? But anything else besides like that, Waffle? I know you probably got really mad at the whole transsexual thing. Waffle, would you like to explain to the class why?
The class.
Because what the fuck? Anywho, I hate Twitter, but
Stop fucking swearing!
We do not curse in this motherfucking house.
I date a train.
He dates it. She dates transsexuality. The God's DLC, by the way.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah, I'm gender non-conformative.
But yeah, back to the whole agnostic thing. Do you guys think that other religions were just God's DLC to fuck with people?
Actually, I want to imagine for religion. So imagine before the world was made, all the gods exist, correct? Let's imagine they're all sitting there in a pile, like, okay, let's see whose religion is going to survive for the longest.
And then the fucking Fortnite players left pops up, and it's like, begin. And then it's like, God's just there on the pile. Winner, chicken dinner or some shit.
They have, like, different gods, and, like, right now, the Greek gods and the Viking gods lost. They're out of the game. They're sitting, they're fucking
benched.
throwing hands in the air. They're punching the air right now. They're mad.
They're pissed. They're like, man, if only I would have got the golden scar.
I like to imagine that.
My other thing is, I would like to imagine that God is, like, the only one, but he would, like, impersonate other religions to start some shit. Like, he put on a bunch of weight and started preaching about peace and honor in, like, Asian culture, and then boom, DLC unlocked Buddha.
Talking about Asians, bro.
Dude, I love Asia.
But couldn't you say that for any god?
You know Asia.
I'm not afraid of Asia.
The oldest religion would be the original one that, like, started impersonating people?
I mean, maybe it was just like, God. Maybe the oldest religion was just God was just fucking around until he got his shit together and he was like, fuck it, I gotta get my life together. Christianity.
You gotta change identities.
Yeah.
Something I find completely funny. This is it's not necessarily political, but it's kind of political. But if God could, come back, one, he wouldn't come back in the United States. He was never in the United States.
Wouldn't it be somewhere, where?
It'd be somewhere in the Middle East, to be honest.
Yeah,
he'd probably, let's say he did come to the United States, he'd probably get deported.
Yeah, no, God is not white. God's not white,
and neither is Jesus.
Not at all.
But let's, actually, according to God's will,
I
think you guys are meaning Jesus, because God is basically, you interpret and see him as what you imagine. Yeah, but Jesus, that's cool and all, but what we want to really talk about is, would God be more upset that there's more homosexuals in the U.S. today than there was during his time, or would he be more mad that we haven't taken back Jerusalem yet?
There's nothing against homosexuals in the Bible, I'm pretty sure.
There's a few things.
No, that was a mistranslation.
Old Testament.
From
no,
pedophile.
the thing was, man may not lay with a boy, which is against pedophilia, but not.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah. It meant like no pedophilia, but then people made it.
And then Testament number 9, no vegetables.
You know my favorite one? I forgot what it was, but it's the only one, and I always use it against people when they bring up like the homophobic. shit and they blame it on their religion.
Listen,
I
let's
always
just
say,
go off on a limb and say that God may, like, he's probably writing his revision now, and if he's, he's doing his own thing, he'll strike the earth with, like, a bunch of new tablets. Like, okay, so here's the patch notes for Bible 2. First off, you'll no longer be crucified at the genitalia if you eat shrimp. If you sleep with a married woman, you will no longer be set on fire. Oh, and gays, free reign. Trans 2. Battle Royale edition. And then all the people that are still against it after he releases his New Testament will just be exposed for being asshole, like, homophobic, trash that they are. Like, who are they gonna argue with? It's God.
That is true. That it would be God.
Unless you're like Stan Smith from American Dad and you're willing to hold a fucking gun to God's head. Ain't gonna happen.
So wait, what was Waffle and Ghost trying to say? I think they both were trying to say something.
Yeah, you guys go ahead. Let's try to steer away from God for a little bit.
Oh, well, mine was. I was arguing with someone.
I wasn't saying anything. I'm just listening.
No, let's listen to Waffle's story. Let's hear that. Let's hear that.
I was in my first period. I was in my second period class, and I was just arguing with someone. And for reference, sitting there, and I have a pair of blue heart glasses on because Martha gave them to me. And so I'm sitting there, and no one can see my face because I have glasses and a mask on, and I'm aggressively typing. And so this person was being like super homophobic and all that shit, like all the super straight shit. And I was like, "Ayo," and they're like, "It's," and they had fuck. They were like, what was it? Oh, I forgot.
She forgot, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so they were like, it's unnatural, and I was like, it's found in over 500 different mammals, like species. And they're like, we're not mammals.
Somebody, who's gonna tell them?
We don't have
who's gonna tell them?
We're not close to animals at all. And I was like,
what do they fucking mean? We're monkey. We monkey.
And they're like, no, we came from
We
God.
return to monkey.
We big monkey. We speak monkey.
I want to go back to monkey.
That's another thing. I think a lot of people, instances like that, shows that humanity, like, degresses a little bit. But I think the thing is that we're not degressing, we're progressing. But we always find something really stupid along the way that's, like, the new norm.
Yes. So.
I need a burp.
So, you guys want to move on to the next thing on the list? I got you. Alright, so, does anybody here remember Bad Baby?
I only remember her when she called out Dr. Phil's camps, or whatever they're called.
Cast Me Outside, how about that?
Yeah, but she called out Dr. Phil saying they mistreated children or whatever.
Well, yeah, and that probably was a real thing, but I don't think Dr. Phil has any input on that. I think he just directs them to places that look like that. Remember, if it's ran by adults and it's used for children, there's always going to be abuse in certain scenarios. But that's not what we're talking about today, Bear, surprisingly. Surprisingly today, yes, Bad Baby opened an OnlyFans, and this bitch made $1 million overnight. What? Okay, first off, what the fuck did she post? What the fuck did she post on there? That's what I need to know.
Bro, she probably did a bow down feed and sold a bathwater.
I mean, nah, I think she probably just posted titty pics, let's be honest here. But the thing is, how many grown-ass men were waiting for her OnlyFans to drop just to go and buy it? Because
do you want to see how many people are subscribed?
Yeah, go ahead. You're accounting now. Accounting, get on that. Let's see the numbers. Let's roll the numbers.
Who would have a link?
But yeah, like, okay, since she's legal, I guess everybody except Ghost and Waffle here can give a rating. Bear, what's your rating on Bad Baby? 7 out of 10. I mean, freaking 10 out of 10. Like, 0 to 10, what would you rate her?
I'd say a solid 8.
I'd give her a 70. I mean, 70. 7. Sorry, number dyslexia today. I give her a 7 because, like, yeah, she's a woman, and we're all touch-deprived losers who would fuck any woman that would give us that opportunity.
Wait,
Don't
Stryker,
you lie, Bear. You've been
OnlyFans or her in general?
Her in general, because, like, I'm wondering who would buy her OnlyFans. I mean,
I
think she's
definitely not.
As much as people probably dislike her or think that she's a drum whore, I think she's funny. I fuck with those kind of people because you would never be bored.
Sure, she's funny, but she's not fuckable.
It's $23.99 a month.
Ghost, you are 14. You're not gonna fuck her anyway. Why do you think I said everybody?
If I was an adult,
her music sucks, but there are some parts that are just like, you know what? This kind of pop.
I mean, I don't listen to Bad Baby anyway. I didn't know she was a musician. Was she the one that was behind that song where it's like, I wear all the Gucci, all the Louis? Was that the one? She muted it. I need answers, Waffle. Get back here, you whore.
She's pretty bad, put it that way.
Dr. Phil can suck a dick. He's just mad I'm hot as shit. I don't know. It's some song like that. Waffle showed it to me.
I would give her a 1 because, you know, she kind of ugly looking.
I think she's average.
Y'all,
I just don't like her accent.
My mom just came in and gave me Unis Honest stickers.
Unis Honest, Unis Honest, Unis Honest. I think that's just fucking hilarious. You know, people still upload the clips from that, even though, like, Markiplier specifically told them not to, and people still do it. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's annoying.
People should call that out more often. It's so weird that we live in a day and age where it's now acceptable to just take random clips from YouTubers. Unless you're, like, translating for another language, I don't see a problem. Jenna Marbles' approach. It's like, if you want to re-upload content, go for it, but if the creator says don't, then don't.
Yeah.
Hey, Stryker, can I re-upload all your content, please?
Only if you dub it in Spanish. With your own voice. Oh no, only if you dub it, and you have to use proper UK English, and you have to subtitle everything we say.
Okay, bet.
Which means you have to voice over it as well. Because that's what somebody does for Jenna Marbles. A really deep-voiced Russian man translates it to Russian, and basically does the voiceover of what she says, and it's the funniest shit ever. But anyways, yeah, to wrap up the Bad Baby thing, I didn't expect to stay on it that long. Probably don't wait, or like you know, sit on a child until they're 18 to just go to fuck.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm still waiting for that link, by the way.
Sin never got the link. Cry every time. Alright, next on the list of things. Oh, yes. Oh, this one's a fun one, boys. Jake Paul hit I think he sexually assaulted a woman.
That sounds like fun.
I think. I don't really know if it's true, but that girl looked like she was about to cry in the video. And while that might not be
to be honest, didn't Jake Paul also try and get someone else to, like, say that her girlfriend got sexually assaulted?
I don't really know.
Happened, like, once upon a time.
Waffle, you're the epitome of sexual assault. Tell us what happened.
I don't actually know anything about this.
You had one job.
I've never heard of this.
Okay, so, Scarce and Philip DeFranco were reporting on it. Apparently, he brought this girl to the Team Grit house, and he fucked the shit out of her mouth. Like, he played fucking whack-a-mole with her mouth hole, and that was whack. He used the excuse that, if you're gonna come to my room and we're gonna just kiss and stuff, and that's it, what's the point? It's like, the point is, she ain't even trying to fuck. That's the point. You ain't getting none. Just get.
Horrible excuse.
I know. It involved rape. Anything's gonna be a horrible excuse. I have to rape you to save the country of Botswana is the only excuse I think would be valid there. But that's only if Botswana's about to die. And even then, still iffy.
So you say,
Someone out of context. Stryker Dawson believes that rape is okay if it means it saves the country of Botswana. Yes, I think it is. Okay, I will gladly accept that opinion. I think I will accept. I think I will accept that opinion gladly.
Oh no! Here comes another YouTube video about you, Stryker.
Oh yeah, I'm totally ready for another one.
Your document's ready.
Can't wait to not read or watch any of them like I did the first one because I just don't care.
You want me to make a counter document already?
Chris, just Bear buys an actual bear mask in real life and gets a suit. I'm Bear Hansen with Dateline NBC here in the forest today.
Are you chill with dying?
Shit, I've been trying to die since day fucking
one. This will be my lawyer costume.
Oh my god, same bestie.
Hey.
Ghost, stop typing your joke. We're moving on to the next topic.
This is my lawyer suit, by the way. This is my lawyer suit.
What the fuck?
I don't know if I'll be visually showing it, but it's a polar bear with a tie and a suit. That's just funny as hell. I might keep it in just because of that. I don't know. Okay, so let's just give some opinions on the Jake Paul thing. The girl had like a few screenshots and some footage, but it wasn't really for sure. Do you guys honestly think that Jake Paul?
When you say footage, do you mean like footage of it actually happening?
Oh no, not like it was footage of her being at the Team Henna house, which could be at any time. She was
exactly. That doesn't really prove much though.
Yeah, and his excuse,
just
but
means
his
that
excuse was and his excuse sounded like somebody that actually. I don't like giving Jake Paul too much leverage because he's Jake fucking Paul. But
Yeah, he's pretty
basically, in his statement, he brought up two major points. He's a mama's boy, and he knows how to treat a woman right. And two, she coincidentally chose the week of his big fight.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
Phase...
But she chose the big week of his fight to release it, which, honestly, wasn't very good timing on her part if it did happen, but if it's fake, wouldn't be surprised. And from what I know, Keemstar and her were also debating over Twitter via video, which I don't have and didn't watch yet. You can see it on Bo Black's channel if you want to look at that, but I think Keemstar was going at it with the supposed rape victim, which is, yep, that's a Keemstar thing to do.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure, I just remember who it was, so the same thing happened, I can't remember if it was with him or his brother, but it was with, apparently, his girlfriend got hit by one of the FaZe members.
Oh yeah, that was fake,
day.
saying she got hit by FaZe Bank. Back in the day, Jake Paul doesn't have a good track record of telling the truth, so that also doesn't work with him. Like, there's certain times where if you're lying to bait somebody into exposing themselves, it makes sense, but in this scenario, that wasn't one of those things. But
then didn't FaZe Banks end up saying after that he hit her?
I don't think FaZe Banks ever did that. FaZe Banks is like, he's like one of those like god tier like cool people on YouTube. I don't think he would ever do that.
No. Didn't he? Didn't Jake say didn't FaZe say that Jake hit her? I can't remember.
I think it was the other way around, yeah. But let's get off Jake Paul. I don't like giving him too much leverage. It's too much of a cash cow. Let's be honest here. It's easy pickings. All right, next on the list. Oh, guys, Call Me Carson sightings have been a thing apparently.
Really?
Yeah. I think some people started an uproar because they saw that Call Me Carson was lurking on Ludwig's stream, and I'm not sure if they're happy he might come back, which he's probably not going to, or if people just want him to answer. I'm not sure how people feel because we all got one side of the Call Me Carson scenario. We didn't get to see the other. I personally try to separate the artist or the comedian or the video maker from their content. There's certain times where I can't do that. For example, I used to have a positive opinion on Minilad before he actually got exposed for way more. And I just can't watch a Minilad video. I watch El Vanos videos sometimes, I hear his voice, I immediately start sulking. It's depressing.
Wasn't the Call Me Carson thing a lot blown out of proportion than it actually was?
Yeah, I believe it really was, unless I'm wrong, and he did fuck a minor. The girl that mainly came out against him, there was an age difference, and Call Me Carson in the text was clearly showing that he had some kind of issue, and he could not help himself. He doesn't have the self-control, which I don't know.
The age difference 2 years?
I believe so, yeah. I think Critical pointed that out. But the point was that he, in retrospect, they were saying that he fucked his fans, basically. And the main issue that I have is all of his friends, except for, like, there's one that I don't think was really a betrayal. It was more of like a wake-up call for him if it was wrong, was Jay Schlatt. And I think Jay Schlatt talked about it on one of his, like, side channels where he was just really disappointed. Yeah, he was just really disappointed in how Carson was acting. And I guess maybe he just didn't want Carson to get in any further trouble. Slimesicle straight up went to the police. That's the route. You don't just, like, if I were you, and this goes for anybody, if there's a sexual assault issue, I wouldn't make it into, like, a YouTube video or, like, try to present it to their audience as a coup d'etat to make fun of them. Like, they have the right to know. But if anything, do it after they get arrested for the crime, because without them actually being convicted of that crime, it just makes you look like you're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
He was
I was threatened multiple times saying that, like, the people that were doing it, and, you know, we're not going to give them any more attention than they deserve because they were assholes for doing it. And that entire ordeal involving my drama, which we're not going to delve too much into, they threatened and said that they were going to try to get me swatted and arrested and all this other shit, and it was not a very fun time because you know how swatting goes. If they swatted me in the middle of nowhere telling them I had like a bomb or something, I could have died, and that goes for anybody else too.
But Stryker, remember that one video I got of you the minute that you want actually a pet?
We're not gonna go into it, but yeah, we basically had that, and that was an entire ordeal sin.
Guys, that was added in a TikTok.
Oh yeah, you said that a little while ago, didn't you?
Huh?
Delete TikTok. Anyways, But yeah, with the Call Me Carson
Another
thing,
one.
I'm not sure if he's a bad person for it. I still really like Carson, and I hope that he'll just apologize, get some help, and just go back to making videos, because I don't like to associate the artist or what they do with the thing they're in the background. For example, I like Panic at the Disco a lot. I love Panic at the Disco's music. But I'm not too sure how I feel about Brendan Urie, because somebody, Waffle, decided to show me that he might have been grooming or being racist or something. I used it as a bit. I used it as a bit in a video. I didn't know anything about it, but I don't know if it was true. It might not be true. I hope it's not. Genuinely. Because we don't know that, Waffle. We don't have the proof. We weren't there.
Anyone can say anything about anyone.
Yeah, trust me, Waffle. You think that, but we have more instances on the list that it's gonna get progressively more degenerate and more degenerate. But yeah, basically, if Call Me Carson decides to come back to the internet, I'm just gonna step back. I'm not gonna comment on it. I might watch his videos in the background. I mean, I do think that goes for anybody else here. I mean, if anything, I don't know if he probably doesn't watch it, but Trucker doesn't appear in our videos anymore for, private reasons. But basically, Trucker was devastated when he heard about the accusations, because Trucker really looks up to the entirety of the Lunch Club. I still watch the rest of them. I just feel like the way they did Carson might have been a little overboard. Especially with Noah, aka Hutbox. You guys know who Noah is in the Lunch Club?
No, what exactly happened?
Apparently, he was interacting with a girl that's 2 years younger than him. Carson was like 19, I think she was 17. And the entire internet went fucking bonkers, even though people do that in high school all the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone pointed out that in their states, it wasn't technically a legal thing. People might say that it's like a moral thing, which I can but when it came to legality...
It's just how the internet is now. It's a zero tolerance for anything pedophilia-like, but people have gone a little bit overboard. And yes, even with that kind of thing, with the threat of pedophilia and what it is, you can still go overboard. Oh god, Echo ruined the fucking setup. Oh god, there's too many people now. Echo, turn off your fucking camera.
Uh-oh.
Echo, we're recording the podcast. Turn your shit off.
Well,
I warned him. Anyways, back to what we were doing. You can invite Echo back when you tell him to turn off his camera, by the way. I don't know what he's going on with him. But basically, even with shut the fuck up, phone. Professionalism. Even with scenarios involving the potential cases of people online taking advantage of minors, people don't really understand that, sometimes it's just not what it seems. They're not grooming or being sexually attracted to people. Sometimes people are just fucking around, and that's just really it. Like, I've had people try to say that I'm sexually involved with Ghost, Linda, Waffle.
Who said that?
I mean, who do you think said that, Ghost?
Well, obviously.
Yeah, we're not gonna give any names, but yeah, that kind of shit happens, and it's
Fuck me,
disgusting.
Stryker, fuck me now.
Okay, yeah, you're going a little bit too far. But honestly, it's the past. I don't really care what anybody said about it, and I'm pretty sure they're living and breathing. They're allowed to say what they want. Everybody thinks that, there's a lot of power dynamic in it, too, but, in my instance, and in other instances, if you really like the creator, I can understand. Like, Call Me Carson, he's a big guy. But when it comes to smaller people, or people that just don't have much influence, I have, 2,000 subscribers. What the fuck am I gonna do? Am I gonna change your life? Am I gonna fucking, bless you with eternal wisdom? Probably fucking not.
You might.
I don't think anybody's ever walked up to Bear in the street look, it's Bear from Stryker Dawson TV's videos. I'm going to suck your dick dry.
If someone come up to you in, the doctor's office and thought me and Martha were the same person.
But you're not the same person?
Actually, no!
Oh, I should probably tell you guys the story about that. So, everybody knows I've been in Amsterdam because no virus that we don't talk about because YouTube admins might be watching. But yeah, met a fan of my videos in Amsterdam because I kept talking about it, and I don't know how. I didn't think it was possible because, 2,000 people's not many people. But yeah, I met a fan. He was a black guy. I'm not gonna say his name because, privacy reasons, but he loved the videos. His favorite characters in it were Ghost and Waffle, because Waffle screams like a bitch, and I yell at Ghost like a bitch. His words, not mine. And he didn't understand that Martha and Waffle, people out there, Waffle and Martha are not the same person. Waffle's the bad one, Martha's the good one. Martha's pink, Waffles stink. It's fine. Get this through your fucking heads. The amount of times I've had to address this. No, they're not the same person. They're different e-girls.
Hey, Martha. I mean, Waffle.
Okay, well, Ghost is now banned from all Stryker
TV videos.
No,
you will not.
Yeah, Waffle, he's a man. That's not a threat.
But it's me.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's why I'm saying
that's a hell of
you
a
will
threat.
not. I have a...
All the men in the
own a knife.
Imagine all 4 of us are cowering in the corner. She's gonna try to touch us. Menacingly!
All have dicks.
Sin's over there like, I kinda want it. Sin, that's illegal still.
Sin? Britain. Bad. Bad. Nightmare. Bad. Loser boy. Bad. Bad. For legal reasons, that's also a joke. I keep looking over here at the wall every time I say that, like I'm talking to my lawyer in the background or something. There's no one there. I'm just saying.
The wall. Wait, you...
Okay, so, oh yeah, but okay, we already covered the VTuber thing, but VTubers are basically taking over YouTube. That's all I really got. Anybody here besides me actually watch them? Waffle, how about you?
No.
Wait, what?
VTubers, virtual anime YouTubers.
Nope, I just watched like a 10-minute clip of Gawr, however you say your name.
Bear, come on, bro, you gotta come through for me, man. You gotta watch something.
I only watch my Calliope because, what's his name? Fucking...
Huzzah! A man of culture!
Gura, whatever his name was.
Gura?
YouTuber.
Oh, you mean, Gaza.
No, it's... Well, I have him somewhere. But, like, I only... Giga, that's his name.
Giga.
Yeah, mentioned her, and I watched a few of her music videos. They're pretty aight.
You mean, the Grim Reaper girl? Callie?
Calliope.
Yeah, I really like her, music, too.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Yeah, by the way, I'm pretty sure everybody here except for, Martha is taller than the Grim Reaper. She's 5'6".
I'm 5'7".
I'm 5'7".
I'm 5'9". Wait, hold on, wait a minute, I'm almost 5'10". It's like on that dot between 9 and 10. I'm taller than you, Bear? Excuse me?
Yeah,
you're not gonna...
Wait, did you just call me or Martha 5'6"?
No, Martha is literally barely 5 foot, so...
Martha is barely like 5'2".
Sin, stop the cap.
I'm 6 foot, motherfuckers.
Oh, wait, no, Sin, you don't count. Your measuring system is whack.
I'm pretty sure I'm the shortest here. I'm 5'6.5".
I think Waffle's shorter.
Yeah, Waffle's way short.
Bro, I feel like
She can deny it no longer. She's small. Wait, her hair's green. Now she's plankton.
I'm plankton.
Waffle and a lolly voice. Give us the Eugene Krabs. Curse you, Eugene Krabs.
My genetics have gone up to 6 foot.
Shut up and let the girl speak.
Damn.
What am I supposed to say?
Curse you, Eugene Krabs. I will take the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Curse you, Eugene Krabs. I will take the Krabby Patty.
And Mr. Krabs is going to jail. But yes, let's go on to the. I was gonna comment on the VTuber thing. A few of the good ones, and not all of them have like major viewer counts. The best out of Hololive EN is definitely Gura and Kiara. You know, KFP, Kentucky Fried Phoenix, the one I almost killed Bear for. Yeah, best girl, honestly.
You're welcome.
Dead ass. But there's also the ones from V-Sojo. I think Hame Hajime, the one with the massive fucking honkers, the one that was having tea with Bernie Sanders. Yeah, she's really funny because according to her, her power comes from her boobs, and to give birth means bigger boob size. So, the more babies she has, the bigger her boobs are. And her boobs have a gravitational pull. One time on stream, I believe, her boobs pulled in a holy Bible, and it was stuck to her. No tits, only Bible was the stream idea for her. And then there's the cute and quiet ones, like Waffle knows Neanners, I believe. She doesn't watch her, but she knows of her because she got her on the fucking bot. Remember Neanners, the cat girl that I tried to trade for you?
The one that made an entire Among Us stream when it's just herself. She gave her friends like what's it called? Voice clips of herself. And played it.
That was funny. Oh yeah, and there's also the Lich, which is like, I think it was like apricot or fruit or something like that. She's funny because she doesn't understand how innocent she is, and they keep baiting her into showing her boobs, the anime avatar's boobs, jiggling on stream, and they don't get that. There's also Watson, but like I don't watch too much Watson. Her stream rules are a little bit more different than the rest of them. So I think hers is a little more strict. But basically, she's the detective. She's gonna find out who the fuck asked about this topic. Only me. Next one we got on the list. This is the one last few I have written down. So You want to talk about, huh? What do you want to talk about, huh? You want to
My
talk
favorite
about,
sticker.
huh? Speak up, little girl.
Out of
Speak
all
up,
my
stupid.
honest
Speak up,
stickers,
dum-dum.
it's,
Speak up, dum-dum. Speak up,
it's
loser
Ethan,
girl.
and he was like, did you know I'm on medication currently? And once I get my meds, I'm put that on my bottle.
I don't know why that gives off Michael Reeves vibes. Did you know I'm on meth?
You know I've done a fuck ton of drugs.
Can we just, like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do this before I do the other topics because they're pretty serious. Michael Reeves appreciation time. This man gave Pokimane an entire fucking barrel of oil.
I want that. I want those barrels.
You are not allowed to have barrel if I can't have an elephant.
I want crude oil. I want crude oil.
I want elephant.
Get an elephant. I want fucking crude oil.
I mean, ironically, I think it costs more to get crude oil by the barrel than it does a singular elephant.
You could probably fuck an elephant.
You can get a cassowary for $10,000. You can get an egg. And
Don't fuck an elephant.
No, seriously, cassowaries, you know, the really vicious birds from Australia, you can actually own them because they're classified as cattle. So, Ghost's icon just randomly changed for me. That was fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah, it just changed now.
That's scary as shit, Ghost. What the fuck? But basically, army of cassowaries. That's our future plan. We can get we can get 2 eggs, they fuck, make more, and then we slowly produce, and then we take over Los Angeles with an army of cassowaries. Who's gonna stop us? Who's gonna stop us? They can't be shot by the United States Army. They're legally classified as endangered animals, so you can't shoot them. So basically, take over the entire. It's everywhere, and they're endangered species. They're worldwide. If you shoot them,
I don't think they care.
yeah, but the thing is that, like, it's not Australia we're talking about. We're taking over Los Angeles in the United States with an army of cassowaries. But hear me out. If they shoot cassowaries, and we have, like, at least, like, 10,000 of them, there's a huge fine for killing even one endangered animal, and the government has to pay up. Boom, we bankrupt the economy, take over the United States using cassowaries, and reinstate the good stuff into the American society.
I think you really underestimate how much money they have to pay fines until you run out of birds.
Then we'll make 100,000 birds.
Have you seen the bill that they, how much money they put into, like, the military budget? Like,
But so basically, you're telling me we just had to have more cassowaries than they have military.
no.
Guys, I almost filled up my little thing of stickers. I might have to get a new thing, a new thing to put all my stickers in.
Waffle's bringing the real topics to the table. But anyways, let's go into the serious
Because
ones.
I'm gonna cry.
Do it, pussy. Next on the list, anybody here listen to Ninja Sex Party?
No.
Danny Sexbang from Gang Grumps and the Ninja Brian have a band called Ninja Sex Party, and they're really good. I think I showed Ghost one of their songs, which was like the 2 favorite ones, in my opinion, are Release the Kraken and Thunder and Lightning. Which one song is about his Thunder and Lightning are basically is a song about his nuts being infused with the power of the gods. And the other one is about a kraken that is supposed to help them basically defeat an army of, like, the evil, and it's just really bad at his job. But they talk about how ferocious and demonic it is, but it's just like, oh, hey guys, I'm the Kraken. What's poppin'? Basically, he got accused of grooming, but I do not believe that it's true. I think, and somebody went through it on a TikTok, I can't remember who it was, but I watched it, and this guy went through every piece of it, and basically debunked that it was not true at all. Or most likely was not. I think a lot of this grooming stuff, based off he said, she said, so remember, whenever addressing problems like these, you should always, like, be very careful on just assuming that they are. Unless there's, like, actual, like, live footage of them doing it that's irrefutable, there's always a chance that it's not real. And next on the list, Vsauce Vinny was also
There's a chance that we're not real.
Yeah, true, but, like, you know, Schrodinger's dick proves that wrong. But basically, there's also Vsauce Vinny that was also accused of doing it. I think they produced a large document on it, but Vinny straight up just came out and said, no, it's not true. Which makes me think that we're ushering in this weird era of just not okay stuff. Like, a lot of people will always, there's always that weird, like, side of people that always say, when somebody claims they're a victim of something, you should always 100% believe them. Bitch, this isn't a Disney movie, okay? Not every time someone says that they're doing something and it's not true, is it always true. You have to have some valid evidence, otherwise I'm just not gonna buy it. And thanks to multiple people falsely accusing YouTubers that we all look up to of just being bad, of course I'm not gonna believe you unless you have something irrefutable. This isn't Minilad.
On the
Actually,
internet,
no. I Any of my YouTubers that I've watched have been claimed with grooming. Has Markiplier been claimed with grooming?
Okay,
On the
but
internet,
we didn't
it's
sub in the
different.
factor of you being basic, so let's just account for that.
No, fuck off.
But I watch them too, okay? But there's a lot of obscure ones that get accused of it a lot. Like, I just don't think that any of these people are purposely going out of their way to hit on minors or sexually taking advantage of them. According to the thing, Danny Sexbang's 33, by the way. I think it says, and I quote in there, that she was legal when they had their sexual interaction. So it wasn't grooming, it was sex with the fan. She's saying that he was trying to hit her up before that because she wasn't like 18. And even then, it doesn't make any sense because grooming means that you're illicitly getting like some kind of sexual thrill off of something that's not sexual with a minor. And it doesn't make any fucking sense because it doesn't look like you're doing anything that's illicitly giving him sexual thrill. It's just assuming that he's getting off to it, which assumptions make everybody look like an asshole. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also had James Charles thing written there, but somebody decided to disrupt the order and get to that one right away. We still
Sorry,
have...
but yeah, he was grooming.
We've officially hit the hour mark, so we can keep going until we run out of topics. Anybody else got anything else you want to cover? Anything I missed? Any new drama? Anything?
Let's think.
Well, not really drama, but you know, YouTube v Twitch, no v TikTok.
YouTube
Hear about
what
that?
now?
Yeah,
Ow.
hear about that? All the boxing fights. So you got a load of YouTubers and a load of TikTokers, literally fighting each other. So it's just turned into a whole thing where YouTube.
Dude, the internet literally is
It's
turning
quite
into an IRL battle royale. I think that's fucking hilarious. But let's be honest here. Even if they do get hurt during the boxing match in any way, they're making a lot more money than you think. The fucking boxing card with Logan Paul and KSI, pretty sure they both walked away with a couple mil. Don't quote me on that, but that's a lot of money just for going and randomly punching somebody in the face legally. Remember, if you guys are OGs like me, there was some drama back in the day where FouseyTube and RiceGum faked an assault outside of a building to prove that drama YouTubers would basically report on anything. Where RiceGum fake hit FouseyTube in the face. And imagine them feeling retarded because they didn't realize that they could fucking just go out of their way and make a big event around it and make twice as much money.
Well, we're trying to prove a point, not.
I have a topic.
Well, they didn't even prove a point though. They just proved that they're both fake and they're willing to do anything to get some like views or something like that, to be
No,
honest.
they said that people would report on it, and they did.
Alright, so let's just agree to disagree, because honestly, I could go either way on them. I really don't care about FouseyTube or RiceGum. RiceGum's a garbage human.
I'm gonna make it very obvious right now.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't think he's a garbage human. I think he did some stupid shit. I don't know what he's doing now, because he's
Definitely
irrelevant.
a garbage.
Ironic. I think he got shit on for flexing on kids, but it's like, is he supposed to apologize for showing off that he has nice things? Every YouTuber does that. Look at Ninja's fucking setup. Just because RiceGum was upfront with his flexing doesn't mean that his flexing was
I don't really
bad.
think you can class that as, flexing.
Dude, if you're leaving your most if you invest that much into a set and have it in the background, that is a flex on its own. Just because RiceGum's flexing was 100% upfront and intentional doesn't mean it's not flexing. It's just flexing, but it's dead ass in your face. With like all the other YouTubers with their setups and shit, if they have their their collections in the background, that's an indirect flex.
Well, hey Stryker, mate, you should start doing flexing.
Yeah, with what? Yeah, if you look at my pile of bottles over here.
Yeah, that's a flex in his own, bro. No one else does that many bottles.
I mean, Waffle probably had twice as many as I did before her mom just kind of
And make
snuck
whole,
in
like,
and cleaned up. And then,
So
to be
how-
fair, Ghost also
I've
had
already started my collection again. I'm very
Ghost
happy right
already had more bottles than me because he had a giant fucking case of them. They weren't like empty, but he had a giant thing of volcano water back in the day when he first joined up with the Goons crew. And I don't know how, but he went through all of them.
There were 9
now.
cases.
For context,
And
my
to
mom
top
said
that,
she
I
found
think
a bunch
Waffle-
of Diet Dr. Pepper bottles.
How much? Oh yeah, you also had a Dr. Pepper story that you went through, Waffle. How many Dr. Pepper did you drink?
Over 400.
I see. How
And
are
that
you
was my
still
only
alive?
Thousand.
How is she not diabetic? Shut the
I
fuck up,
probably
though.
am.
His diet.
Yeah, it was Diet Dr. Pepper, if that helps anything.
Okay, that's not even like dangerous. That's
You
just,
should die.
That's not even dangerous. That's
oh
just
my
sad.
God, bestie.
Oh yeah, also, I just got a video I recommended. I can't really talk about it because I don't know what it's about. Apparently, it was probably clickbait. Jake Paul owes Ordinary Gamer Mudahar $500, maybe $5,000? I didn't really see the title.
Was it bets on...
I have a topic, but it's not drama. It's
And
just...
it might be drama if he acted like, what if Jake Paul, like, had him do a service and he didn't, like, for some god-freaking reason, Mudahar decided to do it and then didn't get paid.
It was probably a bet.
Okay, so Waffle, drama, go, right now.
Okay, so it's not drama, but it's confusing to me, and it pisses me off. Sin said something about TikTok, and you know, when you think of TikTok, Charlie D'Amelio. She has 100 million followers. One, did she do that in almost less than a year? It took PewDiePie years and years of work to get 100 million. Two, I've never seen her on my For You page, not once. All of her videos has at least 2 million likes.
She has to be one of those, like, common normie people. Deadass. Apparently, she was almost canceled as well because she threw some food away at some, like, weird Thanksgiving TikTok thingamabob.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what that was about, but I think people forgot that she's still a fucking kid. I don't think she knew.
Yeah, she's 16.
Yeah, she's not even a real adult yet, and y'all are already out here trying to, like, make her fucking cry. Do people forget that if you continuously go after a person, there's the off chance that they might actually try to fucking end their own life? Like, that is a thing that people forget. I mean, did people not learn anything from the Basherverse scenario?
Harassment goes a long way, man.
Exactly, and as much, you know, there's people that can put up with it. I know that Sin and people like me, maybe Bear, just don't give a fuck about what people have to say, so it doesn't get to people like us. But it still takes its toll. It's still like, you know, it's just all these people consistently bitching at you. It takes its fucking time. That's actually mainly why I stopped doing drama YouTube videos. Like, it just, people were getting mad at what I was doing, what I was saying. People were always pissed off at me, and I hated that brand. Now I can make people pissed off at me, but for different reasons. Because they're mad because my frame rate's not the highest, or because you can barely hear Ghost in a video. Because they only come to my videos for Ghost. Fact. Don't look it up. Don't even Google it. Don't look up Waffle Feet compilation. Don't look up Waffle Feet compilation. Do not look up Waffle. And then look it up. It isn't. And I'm glad it's not because there's people that simp. This child, this fucking force of nature. She's 14. And like, I've always get that same response to like, it's weird that you're hanging out with kids. It's like, I didn't hang out with them because they're minors. I hang out with them because they played video games with me and I like them. I'm not gonna say like, oh, you're 14. Sorry, can't talk to you no more.
But Stryker, basically, I'll say this for myself. Children as young as me and Waffle are really impressionable to harassment. Like, we take it, like we don't know how to deal with that shit yet. So, like, whenever people go out of their way, like, millions and millions of people go out of their way to go, like, trash on, like, one 16-year-old, it can lead to, like, suicide. It can lead to self-harm. That's not something that the world should be doing.
But I will also say, there's an extent to it. If it's minuscule and it's something just so stupid that nobody would care, and they blow it out of proportion. Remember that in certain scenarios, they're millionaires. Like if somebody was getting on to me and like all my like there was like a select.
Can I reword you? They're not millionaires. They're parents.
Well, I mean, true, but I think if their
Charlie
parents...
D'Amelio gets money from doing ads and shit.
Exactly. So if they were, if her parents legitimately like took all that money, there'd be some controversy and they would be getting tons of.
I mean,
of
they legally have to because there's not.
In a year, Charlie D'Amelio is making.
No,
but my point is that like there's
16, you can have a debit. I think.
Yeah, true. You can you can have a debit card at any age. It's just that your parents have to license its use.
Yeah, but they can't sign the contracts for the contract.
It's in other countries you guys are thinking about where that's effective.
My sister got her own like bank account when she was 15.
You can have a debit card.
We can get our own
and see,
debit
that
card.
is exactly why no matter how much flack we give our country, that's why it's the best because like in other countries, like, your mom's a legal binding contract.
Oh, and her sister has almost the exact
Waffle,
same amount
let
of
me say what I need to say,
Nirvana.
you cretin.
One at a time.
Let me finish what I was saying, okay? Thank you. Anyways, we should be lucky that our country is the way it is because, like, there's loopholes like that. In other countries like the Philippines, I think you have to be 18 to own a debit card because there's people like Ninja, you know Ninja? Ninja actually edits full-time for a VTuber, and she owes him a lot of money, but he can't receive payment because, you know, he doesn't own a debit card. How are you going to pay him? He doesn't have a PayPal. How are you going to pay him if he doesn't have a card? Like, Ninja, dude, honestly, I met Ninja back when I first joined Discord back in, around, 2016, 2017, and he's just kind of tagged along. And I know the struggle myself. I randomly just gift him games to play with us all the time. I think I've given him, all the games he plays with us, basically. Except the free ones. But that's only because he's not allowed to have a debit card. He is a grown adult now, and he still has to wait to get the debit card. It's like, why? That's so dumb.
You have to wait until you're bro. What do you mean? You don't give them
No, Sin, imagine, Sin, you're 16 and you have all this money, but you can't spend it online because you have to wait to get a debit card.
Come on, bro. Right, when I was 16, I wouldn't worry about debit cards. I just went to game and go stay on.
He was worried about puffy. He was worried about that puffy. Yeah. Actually, that's a good way to avoid demonetization. Do you think if we say puffy instead of pussy, we'll actually, like, avoid it?
Pussy.
Puffy.
Pussy.
I'm just saying, we already scored that loads yet.
What are we gonna say for? Can we say this?
No,
for dick.
Dick. No, it's dick. Like
dick
and dick. Dick.
Dick.
Dick.
Hey, Ghost, man, you're a dick.
I'm gonna slam my pussy with your dick.
And there's already many ways. I mean, boobs are easy. There's so many different ways to avoid saying the word tits. There's bazongers, bazoingers, bahamataloos, sweater puppies.
Honkers?
I love sweater puppies the most. Yes.
Sweater puppies?
Sweater puppies.
I've never heard of that one.
Let her speak!
It would make sense if Charlie D'Amelio had like 3 million followers, right?
Uh-huh.
Never's popped up on my For You. A lot of people's For You, actually. She gets about 1 million to 2 million likes on a video, and all she's doing is dancing. And she has 100 million followers?
Wait, hold on. Let me ask a few questions to figure this out. Is she hot, like, in a way that, like, no matter what age you are, you're going to want to have some of that, even though, like, is she just not, like, in publicly, like, disclosing that she's 16?
Not unattractive, but I wouldn't say she's attractive.
Okay, I was about to say, because, like, a majority of TikTok is minors, so it would make sense. But unless there's a bunch of grown men that simp her, like, she's not a VTuber, she's not an e-girl. Is she an e-girl, actually? Does she do e-girl stuff?
No.
Is her hair color a solid color?
No, she recently got it dyed with a collab with, who's that really cool hairdresser?
I feel like if you're a respectable YouTuber, at one point you're going to end up dyeing your color some color that isn't natural. Not like, it's not always for the right reasons either. Sometimes it's just on a dare. I mean, Waffle's really tasted the rainbow.
Can I come around your house and dye your hair?
No. For certain reasons, I'll have people in my family that would literally kill me if I touched my hair like that. Trust me, I considered it. Back in 2016 and 2017, like 18ish, I had this thing where saying if I hit 300 subscribers, I'd dye my hair blue. Never happened. I got too close to doing it, and then I got told no.
Yeah, my parents would disown me if I dyed my hair.
So they're going to disown you.
I just don't
Let
want
me come around your house and dye your hair.
Well, here's the thing, my parents already disowned me, but
Exactly. So
I think you should just be like Bear, be proud that you're like, the 1%.
I don't ever want to dye my hair. I like my hair.
I dye my hair religiously.
I mean, do you guys have a ginger
My
bear?
hair's
Exactly.
neon green.
Imagine you run into the forest, you see a bear that's bright red. You ain't fucking with that bear.
I would fuck with that bear.
You'd fuck that
I'd
bear.
fuck the bear.
Sting would fuck that bear.
Huh?
What we're saying is we'd all have consensual sex with bear.
That's huh?
I would. I really would.
Bear. This is all a ruse. This podcast was secretly just a gangbang.
Well, you're gonna need an extra large condom, not for me, for Bear, because he's got a massive cock. Let me tell you.
Dude, how big is a bear's penis? Somebody get that. Somebody Google that right now.
Okay, I will.
I'm not okay. Okay, well, do it.
Of course, Waffle would Google it.
How
big is a
cock?
Not penis.
9.2 inches.
Man, I beat my cock.
Damn, Bear, you packing heat, my guy?
Listen, man.
Wait, how many inches you just say?
9.2.
9.1.
Dude, you could combine.
9.1.
You could listen. You could combine me, Ghost, and Sin's dick sizes, and it wouldn't be 9.2.
It would.
Probably not.
Y'all got small
Me and
dicks.
Stryker would get close, but Sim would be the loose link, let's be honest here.
Why you gotta do Sin like that? Why you gotta do my mans like that?
He's British, he's
Y'all don't even have 3 inches.
Oh yeah, that can be one of our
Oh yes, and your 1.2 inch will definitely
that could be
help
one
you.
of our ending topics. Why is Sin unironically British? We need to get to the real topics here, Sin. Why are you unironically
He's
British?
fucking British, man.
Why did you choose to be unironically British?
God was like, this one right here, unironically British. But God, we can't do that. I don't care. Put him on the earth.
No, Zeus grabs God. Please, God, don't do it. He's like, don't you beg me for things. You're not real.
but just like, he's friends with Stryker at Austin TV. Did I stutter?
Did I stutter? Now you're gonna make him gay, British, and he fucks kids. Ah, ga, 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 ga.
What about his dick size, sir? 1.2 inches.
76 centimeters.
I've got a big dick. The fuck you mean, guys?
He's like, yo,
Why does
fuck y'all,
Crank
fuck y'all, I'm
gameplays
Pat.
look like a lesbian?
That is true, he does give off lesbian vibes. He
I
definitely
can't send you the image that I'm looking at.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like Crank gameplays. Is he a bottom?
I
That's
love
the,
Crank.
that's
I
the
love
real
him.
question
He's
here.
probably a bottom, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's be dead honest, he probably is.
Wholehearted think he's a Switch.
Hey, let's be dead.
He's a product by Nintendo?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Nintendo Switch.
I can, dude, so wait, you're telling me I can play Breath of the Wild in his asshole?
Yes.
What?
Kinky. Nah, but for real though, like, I don't know if he's got the same zing after Una's Honest ended. I feel like him and Markiplier should just make an actual joint channel that we would all watch.
There's a Chinese lady who's unironically British in GTA.
On God?
On God.
On God?
She said she dressed up a lot in London.
Oh, you're talking to the casino lady. Fuck that lady. But okay, we need one more big topic before we end it. Something we can, like, we all need to debate on. Just give us something controversial that you think all of us will bitch over.
I truly think.
Check chat.
May I say that Ethan, though,
Sin, we're
he
not
is
putting that in.
really fucking attractive.
Sin, I asked you for a topic. Why did you put black people?
I'll do you one better.
For
I'll do you
legal
one better.
reasons, that's a joke, and moral reasons.
I'll
White
do you one
people.
better. No, I'll do you one better.
Ghost,
I'll
no.
do you one better.
That's so fucking racist, chat.
You wanna fucking try me?
Go on, you alright?
I mean, if we're gonna go far enough, hold on, I got you.
Can I just
Oh,
clarify this?
Stryker, no. Stryker, no, delete that now.
This is gonna get
Waffle,
cut out, right?
Waffle. Yeah, I'm not showing any of this. Waffle, look in the chat. They had a variety of things to say. I'm not going to say them out loud.
When you
Okay,
guys bring
can we
up
just
aliens
talk
versus
about how
predators-
Kalen's
Can you guys-
dad was
Talking
invited to the
I asked them
podcast?
for one last controversial context before we ended it, and they put
I'll read it off.
black people
Black
and
people,
then the
white
rest.
people, Hispanic, Asian, aliens, predators, and Waffle's mom and her.
Oh, I put adamant to say hit. Why are you laughing about that? You were abused. Act like it.
Hey,
Why was I the first
Now
person to
she's
make it
laughing
all
like a
happen?
guinea pig. Why is she a
Stryker.
guinea
Oh,
pig?
fuck you.
What?
you want something controversial?
Mhm.
Kalen's sad she was invited to the podcast. Let's talk
That's
about how
because
that
she's
would be
going
a
to
bad
be a
idea.
future guest. I'll include that in the outro. But basically,
Okay.
okay,
Hang on,
I've got
hang on.
one last. No, I got one last topic that we can all discuss. This is something that the internet has been avoiding and hiding from, like a bunch of cowards. We're going to get deep into it.
Racism?
Funny
Bitch.
bunny hat or funny froggy hat? Which one are you choosing?
Funny hat, funny flogging hat. Listen here.
Which one are you wearing and why? Or it's fuck bottom or top, fuck PS4 versus Xbox, fuck
Listen to me.
ketchup versus mustard, fuck
Listen to me.
fuck New York pizza versus Italian pizza, funny bunny hat or funny froggy hat.
I have to side with Waffle because I know what you choose. Funny floggy hat all the way.
Are you sure about
24, yeah.
that? I mean, funny froggy hat for the win, yeah. How about you,
Funny
Bear?
floggy hat.
Bear, funny froggy hat or funny bunny hat?
Well, listen here. Sin's
Let him
unironically
speak,
you
British,
peasant.
he's gonna choose bunny.
I'm not a fucking bunny.
You're a rope bunny, dumbass.
But actually,
Bear,
I have
bear,
to go with
bear,
funny
bear.
bunny hat
If we want to
only
call
because
them,
Grim wants
Can we
funny
please let
Funny
Bear
elf
speak?
hat.
I want. What? What did you just say?
Funny elk hat.
Say it to my face. Say it to
Okay,
my fucking
kick him.
face. Say it to my fucking face.
Kick him out,
Funny
kick him out.
elk hat.
I
I
feel
agree,
like
Bear.
like hate crime.
I agree.
Striker,
with that.
how do you remove someone from the group if you're not the leader?
Wait,
Oh, I
Okay,
got
so
it.
Ghost, you want to hit the red button in right there under Sin's head?
Alright.
What?
Wait, let me try it. Hold on, it's not.
You're gonna be laughing like a
I
fucking
hate
exotic bird. But yeah, we really do need like one last topic. We are almost to an hour and 30 minutes. That was my end goal. My mango.
Dot perch. He perched it. He perched the entire thing. Good
Damn it,
job.
Sin! Look what you did, hackerman.
Sin, go back to your fucking hidey hole.
Oh, actually, this is something I wasn't able to cover because our podcast wasn't up then. Do you guys remember when PewDiePie posted a diss track on Cocomelon, and it was taken down?
There's
That was-
like a lethal hamster. Oh my god.
Waffle. You remember the Coco Melon diss track, right? Why was that taken down? I really liked the song, and I really thought it was funny. Like, it was actually just a front for him to start dissing on 6ix9ine. So, did they take down for harassment against kids, Coco Melon, or 6ix9ine? Which one was it?
Did we ever get like confirmation that it was against 6ix9ine?
I don't believe we did. I think it was, they said it was because of kids, but in all honesty, we already know that Susan Wojcicki has connections with rappers. She, actually interacted with, Juice WRLD back when he was still alive, and it was, like, on footage that she did it. And, like, you know, for all we know, she could be interacting with other people. We never know.
I got a question, Stryker. This is off topic, but I was looking on YouTube last night.
Actually, we can probably confirm, Waffle, you're 6ix9ine's biggest fan, right? Yeah, do you think it was because of harassment?
I fucking hate 6ix9ine.
I don't like him as a person, but he has 2 decent songs, and that's about it.
I
Actually,
don't like
the music.
he has. Okay, let me put it this way.
Suck my dick.
He's a lot like Nickelback. He has 2 decent songs, and he starred
Look
in
at
one
my
person's
ass.
song one time. And to be fair, I don't really think he's a predator. I think he didn't. I honestly don't think he knew that girl was what age she was, and he didn't really like. You know, he's just doing rapper stuff. He smacked her on the ass a few times while another guy was getting head, but that was really fucked all the same.
No, Sin. No, there's children in this call.
He didn't post anything. Stop being a fucking pansy. But yeah,
No, no,
I still think
hentai.
that PewDiePie's fucking thing should be up. But anyways, we should all wrap it up. Everybody gets 1 second at the end to say whatever they say. So first we're gonna go with Bear.
So I truly think that we should revert back to communism because Karl Marx.
Okay,
Whoa,
thank you,
whoa,
Bear.
whoa, whoa,
Thank you,
no.
Bear. Thank you, Bear. Ghost, what do you gotta say? What do you have to say, Bear?
Okay. I honestly believe the end. I can't.
All right, Sin. What do you have to say, Sin?
Black people.
Okay. Waffle, you're the last one. What do you have to say?
I'm gonna take this opportunity to follow my Twitter. Boom. Done. I'm awesome.
But what's your Twitter? What's your Twitter?
Bad.
Joke's on her. I don't know her Twitter, and she didn't say the
It's
ad.
Waffle or Yum!
That's what they all say. That's actually a lie by Fox
Twitter
News.
doesn't exist.
Anyways,
Twitter doesn't exist.
yeah, basically we talked about a lot in this video. Don't take anything we've said heart to heart, and don't always take our opinions. We're just a bunch of random idiots who play video games and yell about black people. So we're not the god tier like opinion people. So don't take us too seriously. But anyways,
Unless you want to.
Thank you guys.
Rich, ironically.
If you guys finished this podcast, congrats. You just wasted an hour and about 30 minutes of your life. What the fuck is wrong with you? But
Yeah, really.
tune in next week. We might have a different guest. If you guys preferred this format where we have Sin and Bear and Ghost, make sure to tell us. If you don't like them, then I will literally block them and never talk to them again. Anyways, that's it for this podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Ghost, give me the biggest skibbity bop boop bada for the outro you can possibly do. Actually, everybody do it. Everybody give me a skibbity bop boop bada.
3, 2,
3, 2, 1, go.
one.
If you wanna win, you gotta play it smart. Nothing left a chance to run.